Does anyone have any questions? Yes, sir.
I don't so much a question. I met you before.
Yes, sir, I remember.
Here.
Right in here.
Yeah, right here.
I think you sat over there.
I sat over there.
Yeah.
And I spewed about my son being a Marine and how he feels like he's a domestic terrorist now and all this other crapola.
Mm-hmm.
So I've actually checked out everybody here that's come. And I knew you were the one when I first met you, but I wanted to give everybody else the benefit of the doubt. So you have my full support.
Thank you.
One thing that worries me is what's happening in this country is not just a bunch of liberal nut jobs that decided they want to take over the country. I believe it's a concerted effort, and it started with Obama. And we have 2,500 people meeting in Davos, I believe right now, in Switzerland.
You're right.
And I feel that they're the ones who are driving the bus, and they're the ones who are strategically tearing down this country and to make it what I don't want it to be. So when you go to Washington, I mean, and Trump says it's a swamp. It is a swamp. I'm so jaded on a lot of politicians, and you're right, because they say one thing and they say something else. I feel, because you're like me, I'm very outspoken, and I know what's right and what's wrong. And I will speak my mind, and and people know about it. I don't care about people with politically thin skin, and I don't care about people who have deep pockets. People with the deep pockets are the biggest problem with this country, because they're taking that money and they're buying what they want. So anyways, I don't have any questions other than that. I support you 100%, and I wish you well. And
Thank you. That's the way it's supposed to be done. Listen to all the candidates, right? And then he makes a decision, or he comes close to making a decision. Then he comes back to hear one more time, right?
it was between you and one other person.
Yep.
But I think just for your military background's enough for me, and knowing and being an honest person, and
Yeah.
and being able to stand up. And Stu, he's my kind of guy, because I would probably sacrifice myself to stand my ground on my convictions and my morals.
Right.
So.
Well, there's two other guys in here that I would suggest would most likely do the same thing. I mean, I served with one in Afghanistan, and I met one at the police academy, and these are these two gentlemen sitting over here, right? Tim, most outspoken person I've ever met in my entire life. Just ask him, he'll tell you. Comes from a great family background. We said a lot of Hail Marys and a lot of rosaries during the police academy, didn't we? And he was always good with sharing a biblical verse for us, and a particular celebration of Christianity, which was wonderful, right? Paul is the kind of guy that you never have to worry about. He'll always have your back. He'll always do the right thing. And so these are the kind of people that I put my stock in. And I like to think that I'm a very good judge of character. And I'd like to think my 6 years in Washington, D.C., working at the highest levels of the government, working on the border, working the budget, understanding the federal budget, understanding, everything about it, really, honestly, allows me to go down there on day one, and I'm not your average freshman senator that can be pushed around and told to sit down and be quiet. Because I think someone said it earlier, I got more experience than most of them do in diplomacy and foreign affairs and the things that count in the Senate, right? Particularly not rubber stamping confirmation, which is the bane of our existence. I do not operate under the principle that the president should get the person he wants. Because that person might not be right for America, might not be right for you. And so, yes, the President of the United States That job comes with some pleasures, but you make the recommendation and it's up to us, the body that represents you, to really do the hard work, roll up their sleeves and make sure that that is the right person for the job. And we don't do that. And then we wonder why things go sideways. So I appreciate your comments, so thank you very much. Anybody else?
Yes. First, thank you for your service.
Oh, you're welcome,
I
sir.
appreciate that. I think we all do. But what is it, other than telling 22 other people about you, that we the people need to do to get you in office?
I could use some money.
Okay. That's number one.
Yeah,
Keep
I
going.
could use some donations, right? Anything, everything counts, doesn't matter the amount, it counts. I'm very proud of the fact that I don't take money from certain organizations, and I don't do it for a reason, because I'm not gonna be beholden to them when I go down there. Yeah, spread the word, tell people, go to our website, volunteer. We're gonna be coming up to the season where we're gonna be needing people to call, people to do door knocking. If you like to walk, door knocking is a great activity for you.
Lots of fresh air.
Lots of fresh air, you can, exercise, and you can, experience the different forms of weather that come across New Hampshire every once in a while, right? So,
Delivering signs.
that's right. Yeah, delivering signs, we have that. Putting signs back out when they get stolen, because that happens a lot. And so those things, right?
Okay.
Those are the kind of things that would help, the campaign.
That's good to know. We need to know that.
Don't even worry about the 22 number. It could be two. I'm sorry.
I still also think that even though it's going to be it's the rot of our society, social media is big. And you see people saying things that are either untrue or just uninformed. I mean, I've done it many times on Don's behalf, and someone says something that's totally sideways, that's just something.
Yeah, because I can't, right?
So it's being a proxy.
I
But,
just gotta take it.
Exactly. But
So-
spread the word. When you see people say spreading untruths or falsehoods, you gotta be classy about it. We can't, what we would say would reflect upon Don, but at the same time, is enlighten people.
A lot of people have opinions about me and they've never even met me, they haven't heard me. They just get it from somebody else. Isn't that true?
Yes, it is.
Right, ma'am? Yes, it's very true. People talk and then people go, oh, wow, oh, gee, I heard he doesn't support the Second Amendment. Now, could you imagine that? I can't even believe I have to address that, right?
Did somebody really say that?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The media?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the media, no.
General, and when you came to Connecticut, you were surrounded by the Second Amendment, weren't you?
Yes, I was. I was. As a matter of fact,
Wallpaper.
that's where I was in the starting the academy. We're getting ready to go do shooting, right? And I got a pair of glasses from you guys.
Yeah.
So, awesome. Yes, ma'am.
What about events? How many people would you need to make it worth your while at a
So,
gathering?
what a wonderful question. That's a great question. So I'm the only candidate that's doing town halls, right? Like this is a town hall, right? And I'm doing 50 of them. I'm the only one that's organized well enough to even put them together, right? So we got 50 town halls. Those are organized, we got everybody, coordinated and organized them, right? But really, what really helps me is house parties.
Okay.
And it doesn't take much. You live in a neighborhood,
Right.
you invite, your neighbors. I show up, we sit down, we shake hands, we meet each other. And several of my town halls have had independents and Democrats in it. Same thing with house parties. I meet with everybody. I also do coffees and lunches with people to earn people's votes. I do a lot of things that the other candidates don't do because it's top down. They want ads, they want, to sprinkle that in there. I go from the bottom up. So house parties are really, really valuable. And it allows me to get out into a neighborhood, into somebody's home, which is humbling in and of itself because that's your home. And to invite me in there is one of the highest honors, to be invited to somebody's house. It truly is an honor. And and I look at it that way, and so, those
Now,
things.
as far as town halls,
Mhm.
I haven't seen any advertised. How is that? Sorry, but.
They're up on Facebook, we send out emails, all
Okay.
of that kind of stuff. If you're
Are
not
you
sure-
on our email list?
I am.
Okay.
On the website, you sign up for that one?
I
Yeah, I
know
mean,
I've gotten emails, I'm not sure if I'm on that.
Yeah, if you're not sure, just go onto our website, there's
Okay.
a spot that says, sign up for our email updates, newsletters, we do that kind of stuff. That's kind of the best way to keep updated.
And if you do Facebook, supporters of Don Bolduc.
I'm off Facebook, but I think I gotta get back on.
Supporters of
Just for a
Don
little while.
Bolduc
Are
has
you
six-
on
At least until November 8th.
Right.
Supporters of Don Bolduc is 6,000 members now.
On Truth
Oh.
Social?
It's on Facebook.
Facebook Social. We
A
have
lot of
all
people
on
lost on it, but-
Facebook.
Yeah, well-
I was on here.
I have to
And I'm
operate
getting
on
back
it. I mean, it's
Disabled.
it's like,
It's
it
too
is.
big.
Necessary. It's the way.
Too
It's
big.
necessary evil,
Yep.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
So you.
But,
I'm going back there after
We
this.
could-
yeah,
Get on it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where all of us are now.
Okay.
What about debates?
I've never heard of it.
debates.
Are you guys on Truth Social?
A lot of people have put debates in place, and I've been the only one to show up.
Oh, what a surprise.
Really?
But I don't mind, because there's a lot of people there, right?
You win every time.
Yeah, so, there'll
Don't
be
forget,
official debates, like WMUR will do a debate, like New Hampshire Journal tried to do a debate, and I was the only one that signed up for it.
don't forget the Clint Eastwood chair.
Hmm?
Don't forget the Clint Eastwood chair if that happens.
Yes, yeah.
Nobody debates
We'd love to
anymore.
see you in a debate.
Yeah, I love debates, I'm all for them. I was up in Bethlehem for a debate, Upper Grafton County. I mean, packed, 60, 70, maybe 80 people, all in there. It was wonderful. The other candidates didn't show up. They canceled that day. So, I had the room to myself, and it was awesome.
You have another question?
I know we have to go. Yes,
I
Dennis?
think it'd be all right to pass my hat around and raise a little money for you. Do you mind? Is it all right here, sir? Oh, hey, yes.
All right. I have to.
Crop tape.